Jackie Lapin, I'm so grateful that you agreed to do just a quick. We're gonna. You had some valuable insights. We were talking, and you are at the helm of Speakertunity. What you do is that you help folks, leaders, get on more stages faster, easier, and you have so many good resources on your website for leaders who want to be out on stages. Jackie, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm delighted to be here, Josh. I love working with you. You are just such a light in this world.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So, as are you, my friend. Okay. Well, Jackie, I wanted to share some because you and I were talking, and you're like, you have a really brilliant program for helping folks that want to be on TEDx stages. We've all seen a good TEDx talk, but would you mind kind of talking, for those who don't understand how the world works? Like, we've all seen great presentations, we've seen phenomenal speakers. What is the world like if someone says, hey, I wonder if I could be a TEDx speaker?
Well, the first thing is you need to know that you can't be looking to do a commercial presentation. It's got to be what they call the idea worth spreading, concepts that anybody can grasp and that will entice the bookers. Because you remember, you really have two audiences: the people that are going to book you, and then the people that you're going to be speaking to and watching on a wider stage. So it needs to really focus on how it's going to change people's thinking and lives. Now, the next thing is, it's not easy to get booked on a TEDx because it's very different than a normal speaking gig. You can't just send your speaker one sheet and give them a little note and try to get booked. You have to apply through the TEDx system, and you have to pick the right TEDx, because not every TEDx is going to book you, and not every TEDx is going to resonate with the subject matter that you have. So you have to really gear up for this. And even there are great TEDx coaches that will help you prepare so that you end up with a presentation and a title and a proposal that is absolutely rock solid.
Yeah, what would be some examples of maybe presentations that, maybe folks that are watching us right now say, yeah, I've done plenty of speaking. I speak at professional conferences, marketing conferences. Maybe they're even like a paid corporate speaker. And what would be some examples of presentations that would be appropriate for those types of worlds that's just not going to fly in the TEDx culture?
Well, I think you're going to be looking at changing one's inner landscape a lot of times. The mindset about thinking about an environment that you're presenting yourself in, that you're living in the world, or that you are in struggling with internally. That's one kind of thing. Another is a skill that people really don't realize they might need or have. So that that they have a common understanding of something, and this skill gives them nuance and insight. Obviously the two most famous probably TEDx's are Brene Brown, Simon Sinek, and then there was a great one by Jill, and I can't remember her last name, who broke through the TEDx. I mean, brought it culturally to everybody's attention. She'd had a stroke, and then how she was able to go inside and understand how to communicate with the world and herself without being actually able to communicate.
What can let's think about what leaders might be looking for today. Why is association or giving a TEDx presentation, why might that be valuable for someone's career, brand, profession, business, etc.?
Well, the first thing is incredibly up levels your authority and expertise in the view of people who see it, but you can also use it to market it. You send it to people that you're trying to influence. You're sending it obviously to, when you're pitching yourself, you're sending it to bookers. I mean, one thing about a TEDx is it's going to get you more speaking gigs. You're going to be using it to open doors with bigger people who you want to get connected with, influencers. All of those kinds of things are going to make a difference, but it also improves your speaking skills and really enables you to hone your speaking opportunities so your ability to deliver something much better. It's also going to you're going to be able to leverage this talk into bigger audiences going further. So, and of course, if it goes viral, I mean, that's just, icing on the cake. But the thing about TEDx is they will put it on their platform, but you still need to be the one to market it. You still need to be the one that makes the best of it. And a lot of people actually will get their own friends and team and community together. And once it's done, to get the word out. So a TEDx is really a great marketing tool.
Yeah. Sorry, I just put something on the screen. I'm not going to share that just yet, but what are some and I know, Jackie, would you mind just sharing a little bit about, I kind of give you a real brief bio in terms of like what you do. You are a really good person to know because of the resources that you've put together for the entire speaking world. Before we talk specifically about what you've put together for those that are interested in speaking on TEDx stages, would you mind speaking generally about kind of what Speakertunity is and why you're a really good partner?
Well, thank you, Josh. So Speakertunity has gone out and done the research so that you don't have to go find your speaking gigs. We do podcasts and radio shows, virtual summits, TEDx's, as you heard, live and virtual speaking, either regional directories, niche specialty directories, or transformational directories. We do a conference resource called Conference Connections, where we have 4,000 conferences that are issued calls for speakers in 60 different categories. So you can zero on exactly the ones that are right for you. And we'll give you the calls for speakers and which ones are live, virtual, or hybrid. So we've created all these different tools and resources to get your leads. We also have training programs on how to get booked for everything from speaking to podcasts to the corporate marketplace, and what we'll talk about in a minute. And we'll do this, help you with the tools that you need, like your speaker one sheet, your podcast introductory sheet, your book flyers, your speaker handouts, your promotional lead magnet, ebooks, your conference roll-up banners, and your slides. So anything in the graphic design space for a speaker, we will help you with, even websites and landing page if you need that. So essentially, and then lastly, we have a service called Book For You Virtual Assistants that actually will do the booking for you once you get the directories from us, so that you don't actually have to do all that outreach. So, we're basically one-stop shopping for the speaker leader, and TEDx is just one of the great resources that we've wrapped up into this package.
And full disclosure, Jackie, I just become a client of yours. I listen, it's, since COVID, I pretty much we've got a good groove going on like business dev. Like speaking has not been on my radar. But we put on our own event last year. You were a speaker at our event, Fame and Profit Summit. We had 40 speakers. It was a joy. It was a delight. It was awesome. I love serving audiences. But historically, I've spoke for the Tony Robbins organization, spoke for social media marketing world, podcast movement, FinCon, a lot of corporate speaking historically. I haven't done it recently. And I think, we just kind of got into a different groove during COVID. So it really wasn't on my radar, but I'm open to speaking today. For those who might be like me, where speaking hasn't been on their radar, would you mind kind of just giving just a quick overview of where we are right now when it comes to speaking and live events? And again, in-person stages, audience, that's just one possible stage. But could you kind of give us a lay of the land right now for people that are interested in speaking, what the world looks like?
Well, certainly when the pandemic ended, everybody was actually anxious to get back into the live rooms. And so, for example, I look at Conference Connections, and about 60% of the leads that we now have are live events, but the other two are divided into virtual, because a lot of those events have stayed virtual and then hybrid. And of course, that's where you're speaking to a smaller group in the room, but other people are watching it on streaming. So that's presented a new possibility that didn't exist before the pandemic. So not only are you looking at those kinds of hybrid meetings necessarily in big conferences and events, local meetings are doing the same thing. I recently spoke at an event that was held in they use a community room at the church, of a bank, and all the giant screen with all the other people that were watching it on streaming. And there were about 10 of us in the room. So even local meetings are using hybrid opportunities. But you're going to look at local meetings. Many of them have come back into the room, but a lot of them have stayed virtual because they don't have the costs and the over. And when you're talking about speaking, there's several different ways. One, it's get paid to speak. But I will tell you that there are less of those today than there were before, because people found out that they could get speakers for either nothing or next to nothing. Secondly, a lot of those people have gone to virtual and they're paying less, so that's for paid. But the opportunity to speak to enroll or speak to sell from a stage where you're making an offer has expanded, has just exploded. So if you're really looking to market a product or a resource or your coaching program, speak to enroll is really the way to go. And then, there's also, lesser opportunities just to present a gift, because of a lot of those opportunities that don't let you make a sale from the stage, but it lets you build a relationship with somebody that you can market to later. And the fourth way that you can speak is to pay to play, which is to pay to be on somebody's stage. But you don't want to do that if you're a beginner. You only really want to do that when you know how much of the audience that you can actually convert on an average. And if you do the dollar equivalency to see how much you're going to make in that size of a room, and it's less than what the host is asking you to pay, then it nets out as a viable way to play. And I know people that do pay to play it for a career. So, But you have to be in the right place in order to do that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, off air. We have a meeting next week. All right, Jackie, I want to put something on the screen here. Let's see, how do I do this? Which one was the best? Probably this one. Okay, so I put the URL. Listen, to our friend that's watching right now, upmyinfluence.com/TEDX, TEDX, and that's going to bring up this page right here. Insider secrets you must know to get booked for a TEDx video training by Jackie Lapin. Click start here. If you use this link, it is an affiliate link. I promise to share 100% of any affiliate commissions to nonprofits that we support, primarily around helping veteran-owned, MilSpouse, Gold Star families. We provide a lot of donations and free pro bono support, serving on boards, workshops. So anything we make from there, we're going to put into that general fund so we can have and support some great veteran-owned businesses. So, but full disclosure, that is an affiliate link, but you should know where the commissions are going. We're doing fine financially. We love to share the wealth. So thank you very much for watching. But Jackie, on this page right here, take us through what this program is for those who are interested in speaking on the TEDx stage. And I'll just tell you, listen, I'm going to steal your thunder a little bit. If you do not have access to these resources and you're just kind of banging on front doors, good luck. Jackie, you've taken all the guesswork out of this. And here's what I love about Jackie and what you do. Everything that you do is pretty darn accessible. We have clients that charge tens of thousands of dollars to work with them. That's not your model. You have democratized this and have opened up like great people, aspiring people that have true talent. You deserve to share your story. And I know, Jackie, that's part of your mission with Speakertunity. Okay, that's enough me kind of getting you, teeing you up here. Take us through and explain what this program is, if you could, please.
Well, I'm not the ultimate expert on how to get booked on a TEDx, but I have 3 of them so that you are going to get true insider information. I have got a TEDx judge, somebody who judged one of the top TEDx's in America. I've got a TEDx organizer who ran the leading TEDx in Canada and one of the leading ones in North America, and an expert who actually had his TEDx go viral to 300,000, and all three of them are TEDx coaches. So what I have done is to access their incredible wisdom in three different modules. And at the end, I've captured all of their information into an ebook, 60 incredible tips. Now, I'm going to repeat that, 60 incredible tips that are going to give you a leg up on getting booked for a TEDx. Now, when you come in and access this training program, you're going to have all of this insider knowledge, and it's going to get you ahead of the game, but then you're going to need places to get booked. So on this page, you have two choices. You can get the insider trading all by itself for $297, or you can get it with a 50% off on the TEDx directory for all the US and Canada. So, if you get the entire package, it's $347, and it gives you the training program and the TEDx directory, so that and at a price you can't get that TEDx directory on our website. So I would encourage you to go ahead and get the whole package, find out what you need to do to get booked on the TEDx. And the directory, what's great about the directory is it tells you exactly, not only by date, but by state or province, where those TEDx's are. So you can physically see what's around you in your state, in your province, so that you know what's within driving distance. And you can make educated decisions. And it also has the themes where that information is available. So if you're looking for a particular theme, you'll be able to fit that. We have all the contact information that's available publicly, and all of the information that you need to know for an individual TEDx that is publicly available. And we push it out all the way into into 2024 as far as we can go. So there you go. It's a great resource to get started.
Jackie, let's say that someone's watching this right now and they're like, this is great. Listen, I don't mind learning this stuff, but I don't want to do all the work myself. I have someone on my team that's going to help me out. Would this program be appropriate for a busy leader who doesn't have time to maybe do some of the legwork, but again, doesn't mind learning the principles, but primarily they're going to want to make sure that their team can work with their team to help get them onto a TEDx stage sometime in the next year or so?
Well, first of all, the training, by the way, is only 90 minutes. So,
okay, yeah, you could do that.
Any leader should watch this. And then the filling out the forms, yes, you can turn that over to somebody else, but we'll give you a cheat sheet on how to actually fill out those forms, so that it's really valuable, and gives you an idea of what those groups are going to ask. So you should prepare that cheat sheet for whomever is going to submit them for you. But keep in mind, a lot of times they're going to throw you a curveball, and they're going to ask why you are specifically good for this specific TEDx.
Ooh, yeah.
And if that's the case, they may have to come back to you to get that answer.
Yeah. The website, again, upmyinfluence.com/TEDx, TEDx. And again, as I shared, that's an affiliate link, and we'll share any commissions we earn with some of the organizations that we support, Bunker Labs, among many others. Plus, just we have a lot of my COO. I'm a military veteran. My COO is a milspouse who is the ombudsman for the base, and her husband is a longtime friend of mine, a Navy vet as well. We have a Gold Star wife that is kind of manages all of our pod coaches and so forth. But so anyway, just full disclosure on that there is a little bit of an affiliate thing in there. But Jackie, this is wonderful. The program is $347. Get the directory plus the training, and you'll have the resources that you need. That includes the ebook as well, so that you and your team can get this underway. And again, thinking about what can happen, Jackie, I know you're an evangelist for this. What kind of great things can happen when you land a speaking gig? It's on the TEDx stage, it's built into their ecosystem. there's the opportunity for some pretty decent visibility for you and your brand. So if you can't sell on the TEDx stage, so don't even think about that. But guess what, Jackie? People are pretty smart. They know how to find you.
Absolutely. One of the nice things about a TEDx is that, it's not just you outgoing. A lot of times there's going to be incoming. People will see it and they will reach out to you. And what's lovely is, especially if you pick a unique topic that everybody is talking about, then people are actually going to be searching for things that, and your TEDx might just pop up.
Yeah, I love it. Well, Jackie Lapin, again, great longtime friend of mine, founder of Speakertunity. We've got the link on the page right here, upmyinfluence.com/TEDx. And again, take a look at this on this page right here. Just click start. And then I'm just kind of walking you through it right here. And then there'll be an activation link, I assume, here where you can go ahead and sign up for it. It's just one time, $297 or $347. And to get that, looks like you just click down here, get it here, and then you can go ahead and get that. So Jackie Lapin's fantastic. The full TEDx directory, ebook, video training, got some great experts here, former organizer, former judge, and Adam, who has had a TEDx talk go viral. So definitely assembled the A-team for this one. Jackie Lapin, again, thank you so much for your time today. To our friend that's been watching this, happy Friday. If you're watching this on demand, thank you so much for watching. Questions, comment below. I'll see all those. I'll comment. I also asked in the post that if you have an idea for a TEDx talk, comment below. Let me know like what the name of your TEDx presentation would be. I'm not the expert on it, but I'd love to share that. And maybe we can get some conversation below, in terms of like feedback of, if that would be great for TEDx. Love to hear what you got up your sleeve to our friend that's watching this. Jackie, my friend, have a wonderful weekend. And again, so grateful that you and I get to work together. Thank you so much for being a speaker at our Fame and Profit Summit last November. And very grateful for all the good stuff that we get to do in the world together. Jackie, thank you.
Thank you, Josh.